guys, good evening. So today is Friday, and what we have here are almost 1.5 kilos of concentrate greens, 3-in-1. So majority are wheat grains, which is this. I guess this is wheat. So this is 3-in-1 because there are cracked corn greens, a bit of cracked corn greens, and probably bird seeds, I guess. So the reason I have these greens because the local feed shop doesn't have any cracked corn, so I was able to I did use this wheat grains before, and I'm gonna tell you some details about it regarding the results. Let me just rinse this first. So give me a minute, I'll be back. Okay, so here we're gonna rinse this probably 3 or 2 times because I think it's a bit clean. So what I will be talking about is I've tried this before, and I did notice that this kind of greens actually holds water better than cracked corn, and probably better than the sorghum greens. But the issue or the drawback of that, it has too much water content inside, I guess. So the drawback is it's gonna rot faster. But comparing the colonization, it's actually have a good colonization speed using this kind of grains. So these are wheat grains in majority, but let's see. And also regarding the soaking time, I did tell you that on cracked corn I'm soaking them for at least 12 hours, but not more than 24 hours. And I do the same on the sorghum greens. But on this kind of greens, I tried 12 hours before, and I did tell you that it's taking too much water. So right now I'm just gonna soak this for 10 hours. So tomorrow morning, probably around 9 hours 45 minutes, I'm gonna rinse this and soak it. So the difference on the air drying part is that previously I'm air drying this on the living room, but now I usually use the rooftop to dry my greens. And I think I do have better experience on feeling how the grains are ready. So hopefully that's gonna help me with this new, not really new, with this grains again. And I'm planning to make generation 2, so my F1 or generation 1 spawns will be transferred to this grains once they are sterilized. So that's it. I'm just gonna update you tomorrow, and thank you for tuning in. See you next video. Bye bye. Okay, so right now we're just gonna let it sit there for 10 hours. I'm gonna set an alarm for 9 hours and 45 minutes, and the time is 11:30 in the evening. So we're gonna set up an alarm for 9 a.m. 9:15 a.m. tomorrow morning. So that's it, guys. Thank you very much. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Hello guys, so it's almost 9:30 in the morning, and as you can see, it seems like the water level actually shrinks. But the fact is the greens that we've soaked last night actually get or absorb some moisture, so their volume is actually bigger. So I'm just gonna rinse it once, and we're gonna go on the rooftop to lay our grains out for air drying. So just give me a minute or two, I'll be back. Okay, so we're now here on the rooftop, and I'm just gonna lay it out on this table just like this. At first I'm just gonna put it on lumps, but later on I'm gonna spread it like that evenly so they can dry faster. So let me just do this because it's hard to do when you're only using one hand. I'm gonna get back after 2 or 3 minutes. Bye bye for now. Okay guys, so I did lay it out. So this is 1.5 kilos of grains. Probably after soaking, it's gonna gain around 20%. So probably this is 1.8 kilos or up to 2 kilos of grains. And this is the concentrate grains, 3-in-1. So primarily it's, can you see this, wheat grains, and with some cracked corn, a part of cracked corn, and probably these are bird seeds, I guess. So that's it. I'm using this now because there's no cracked corn available on the local poultry shop. I've used this before and I do have some success, but the drawback is this wheat grains actually absorb more moisture than cracked corn, and probably more moisture than sorghum seeds. So tendency is it's gonna spoil faster than the grains that I've been using. So I did soak this for 10 hours or less, probably around 9.5 to 10 hours range, because I tried to soak it more than that, and probably that's one of the reasons that it has more moisture, but I'm really not sure. But this is the first time that I'm gonna dry it on the rooftop. Usually I dry it on the living room. So let's see, and probably I'm a bit confident on how I'm gonna test the moisture later on. I'm gonna be back after 1.5 hours to check it. If it's still a bit moist, we're gonna give it another 30 minutes and another 30 minutes as we test and see what's the best time. But to be honest, the drying or the air drying time depends on the temperature, the wind on your area. So if you're not sure how long it's gonna air dry on based on your location, check it every 30 minutes, because you want it to be moist, but at the same time you don't want to see many droplets of water visible on your hand. Or you can try the tissue, probably the tissue test, and you don't want a lot of water spots like that, and that's kind of big droplets. So yeah, it is big droplets because it's just we just laid it out this time. So later on we're gonna try the tissue test as well, and I'm really not doing that before. I'm just gonna do it today and see if we can actually use it on the future things that we do, air drying of grains. So that's it. Thank you very much. See you after 1.5 hours. Bye bye for now. Okay, so it's been 1.5 hours and we have here our jars. So I need to remove the label later on. We do have our weighing scale, so probably per jars I'll be able to fit 130 grams of grains. Also, these are the greens, and I'm shoving it to the center just to having a good feel on the soaked greens. And I would say that it's still wet, so we're gonna give it another 30 minutes and I'm gonna check it later on. So I'm just gonna put it in the center and spread it again and wait 30 minutes. So give me a minute to do that and I'll show you. Bye bye for now. Okay, so I did laid it out again. I did wipe the bottom. I mean, once I shoved it on the side, I did wipe this to remove the wet spots. And as I laid it out, I do feel that it's quite ready. So from the previous 30 minutes, we're just gonna have it sit there for 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm just gonna wait it out and I'm gonna put them on our jars. So probably I'm gonna make generation 2, and that's it. And also direct tissue culture as well, because I do have fruit that I harvest early this morning. So that's it. Thank you very much and see you later on when I'm already putting them on these jars. Bye bye for now. Okay, so it's already past 10 minutes and I think this is ready, and hopefully this works better. But to be honest, regarding the wheat grains versus the cracked corn, the wheat grains is actually cheaper than the cracked corn. So if I'll be able to make it on a consistent and it's not spoiling that much, I'll probably use this for personal inoculation. But for spawns that I'm gonna be selling, probably I'm gonna use a cracked corn because it's much better if you're gonna store it on a longer period of time. So I might adjust what I'm doing on the sweet greens just to have that kind of consistency as well. But right now I'm just gonna put it on this one, approximately 130 grams. So yeah, I'm gonna just let you see it once I'm done. Bye bye for now. Okay guys, so I've done putting them on jars. As you can see, it's 266 grams. 135 is the weight of the jar without the lid. So I'm gonna put the lid, so it's around 273 per jar. And I do have this bunch of excess. It's actually a waste if you're gonna throw it, but I don't have any option. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it. Yeah, but because to be honest, I only can fit 15 jars on my pressure cooker. So I think this is 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15. So that's it. It's already 15. I cannot fit anymore. And I only have one pressure cooker, so probably in the future, if I'll be able to pump up the production, I'll be buying another pressure cooker so that we can do 2 batch per day or 3 batch if I'm gonna expand again to have another pressure cooker, or just invest on a bigger pressure cooker so that when we sterilize, we're just gonna use one pressure cooker with 30 jars. So yeah, that's gonna be a good move later on in the future, but let's see what we can do. So that's it. Thank you very much. What I'm going to do is to set this up on the pressure cooker after I remove the labels or the previous labels that it has. So regarding the cleaning, I cleaned it up, I washed them, and also soaked them or spray them with vinegar, pure vinegar. You can check out my video regarding that. I'm still using it to kill what you call this, fungus. or molds that is present on the previous jars that I've actually already washed. So just a second layer of cleaning is the soaking or spraying them with vinegar and letting them sit for at least 3 hours, or sometimes I just sit it for up until I need them for sterilization. So that's it. Thank you very much, and see you downstairs as I clean this up. Bye bye for now. Okay, so as you can see, it's already on the pressure cooker. So we have 15, and I already put 3 layers of micropore tape on those lids with holes, and we have around 3.5 liters of water. What else? The lids that doesn't have any opening is actually pre-opened, so that the air, the pressure or air will still be able to come inside the jars. We don't want them to be totally sealed because it would break the jars. I haven't experienced it yet, and I don't want to experience that. So that's it. We're gonna put this on the stove for 2 hours 15 minutes of sterilization process. And just as I see, and just for you to know, the pressure cooker here, or the standard PSI, is 11.6 or 80 kilopascal. So yeah, let me just have it sealed. Hear that click, and it's okay to go. So I'm just gonna put this on the pressure cooker, leave it for 2 hours and 15 minutes or 2 hours 20 minutes, and it's good. Let it cool down for at least 8 hours, or tomorrow you can inoculate it. That's it. Bye bye for now. Hello guys, good afternoon. So we have here our sterilized greens. So it's 3 p.m. on the afternoon, so it's been cooling since probably 2 p.m. yesterday, I guess. So here it's already, I already got 5 because I'm on the inoculation time right now. But these are the sterilized grains, and here I'm actually doing some inoculation, grain to grain transfer. I'm using the sorghum seeds transfer to this wheat grains that we have on the left. So I'm also gonna transfer some other variety. This is a white oyster, that is a pink oyster. So both are sorghum seeds. I'm not gonna take a video for inoculation. You have seen me done that for several times now. It's gonna be the same process, and that's it. Thank you very much, and let's see what's gonna be the result for this concentrate greens or the wheat greens. Bye bye. See you next video. Bye bye.